Alrighty, everyone, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the NWRA Street Stock Series coming your way here from Limaland Speedway. Let's take a look at your track facts for Limaland Motorsports Park. 2/10 of a mile, little short track, 93 degrees is the track temp, 80 degrees air temp here tonight. Expect the track to dry out and slicking off pretty quick here tonight for these dirt street stocks, and we're going to get qualifying underway here in just a moment. Big shout out to Slide Job Sales, Racing Diecast and Collectibles, as always, for being on board with the channel. But we're going to get ready to go street stock racing on a Saturday night here in just one moment. These dirt street stocks always put on one heck of a show, and expect nothing any different here tonight at Limaland Speedway. And we'll get ready to get qualifying underway here in just a moment. AJ Cruz on top of the board here early in practice. It's going to be a long night. We got roughly 42 cars showing up tonight, so we're gonna have to watch these transfer positions to your A main of the evening. 42 cars. We're gonna have a lot of people go home, folks, throughout the course of the night. So we're gonna go ahead and get qualifying underway here this evening. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you here in a moment. Alrighty, folks, right back here at Limaland. Unfortunately, the commercial was not working for us, and we're going to get qualifying underway here tonight. The track is green, and actually we're going straight to a heat, no qualifying. That's kind of odd. It must actually set off of the practice times. So we're going to get ready to go heat race number 1. We will take 6 cars from this heat to your feature, and let's take a look at your starting lineup here for heat number 1, if we can. Actually, it's not even going to let us do that because there was no qualifying order. So because there's no qualifying, guys, there we go. Got that one to work for us. Looks like Casey is going to take the inside. Outside is Mr. Dale. Third is going to be Cammy Rush. Trevor Scott fourth. Fifth is going to be David Klein. Frank there sixth. Seventh is Austin. Eighth, Tyler. Ninth is Charles Thomas. 10th. And that's going to be your 10 cars here for heat number 1 when we do go green here in just a moment. Again, we will take the top 6 out of your first heat of the evening, and they will transfer in. Here we go, green flag in the air, and we're rolling at Limaland. Didn't even start here right up the front. Nice battle as we have it down the back straightaway. Some contact to 27 going into the outside wall. That is Dale getting turned up into the fence a little bit, I believe it was. Now another car, the 05 machine, going to go sideways as well. 7 laps to go, heat number 1. Right now, Taylor James sitting right outside your transfer position. Nice battle there with Charles as well for this transfer. Charles Davis right there as well on the top side of the racetrack, trying to hang on to that transfer spot. He'll have the 50 underneath of him. Easy does it. Charles right there, the 56 and the 50 side by side. They're going to work that out just a little bit. Meanwhile, out front, Cammy Rush leads the way here in heat number 1. Cammy and Casey going at it side by side for second. That's going to be Frank on the top side in the 4 machine. Casey on the bottom in the 20. Frank getting into the outside wall just a little bit, hanging on to it right here. Down through turns 1 and 2. Just a couple of laps left here in heat number 1. 3 to go to be exact. The 4 machine's going to get by on the outside. 2 laps to go. Taylor James still hanging on to that 6th place and final transfer spot right now. Taylor James there in that 56 machine, trying to hang on. He's actually going to challenge Charles Davis there for P number 5. Down the back straightaway, or front straightaway, white flag in the air. And right now Taylor to the outside, going to pick up 5th. Good job from Taylor there to pick that spot up. Meanwhile, out in front, Cammy Rush takes the win. Casey 2nd, Austin 3rd, Taylor 4th, and Charles scores the final transfer position. Heat number 1, folks, already in the books. We're going to get them going for heat number 2 here in just a moment. Take a look at your live starting grid. Heat number 2, Matthew Berry, RJ Klein, Brian, Fred, Jason, Rocky Boyd, Mr. Stevens, Alan Davies, and Edward there in 9th to round out heat number 2 starting a grid. Everybody trying to fight their way through to transfer into the main later on in the evening. Again, quite a field showing up here this evening. Matthew Berry on pole in this second heat. So here we go. We'll get ready to turn them green for heat number 2. As I think we're going to have 4 heats here tonight. And green the flag, getting ready to go in there, the 14 alongside, and we're underway. Heat number 2 already in some contact right off the get. One car completely sideways as they're 2 or 3 wide back in the pack. A couple of more cars up against the fence. That includes Rocky Boyd getting pinched up in the wall there in 8th. Alan Daves there in 7th. And 6th right now, at this very moment, is going to be Alan Daves. He'll drop back in 1 spot again. 3 wide, right around the bottom of the racetrack. The 11 machine making it work. Now Jason having some problems. And we're going to get right back up here at the racing action around 6th. And that is Mr. Stevens there in 6th. Rocky Boyd on the outside looking in 7th right now. Trying to gain some ground here to make a run at that transfer position. Rocky Boyd right around the bottom. And indeed he'll draw side by side for 6th here. 4 laps to go. Can he complete the pass? Out of turn number 4, not going to happen there for Rocky Boyd right now. He's trying to work the bottom of the racetrack. And he'll pick it up right there as one car gets completely sideways in front of him. That's the 14. No for Rocky to go. He'll jump to the high side now. And easy peasy, lemon squeezy maybe. That's going to be Brian right there in front of him. Rocky's still fighting to try to pick up that final transfer position. Now Rocky Boy getting into the outside wall. It is going to be 2 to go this time by. Meanwhile, up front, R.J. Klein and Alan Davies going. R.J. Klein way out front. Alan Davies there in second. Coming to the white flag here this time by. White flag in the air. 1 more to go. Right now, Brian's still in that transfer position. He's actually putting in a challenger against the 26. But here comes Rocky Boyd with a late race charge. Headed for 3 and 4. Rocky Boyd to the bottom of the racetrack. Can he make it work? He'll get into him, but no. Looks like Brian will hang on to that transfer spot. Good job, Brian, hanging on to a transfer there. Klein walking away with the win in heat number 2. And we'll get ready for heat 3 here. And here we go. Heat number 3 getting underway in just one moment. And we take a look at it here, your live starting grid, heat number 3. It's going to be Justin Holt, Andy Stevens, 3rd Joshua Thomas, Blake 4th, 5th Edward, Alex 6th, 7th Tony P. Stewart, Anthony 8th, 9th, and that will round out your field here in heat 3. So here we go again. Justin will lead them away here. And man, this outside line seems to be working pretty well here tonight. Right up around the fence. And again, we'll get them turned going one more time here. But you can see how much this track is drying out in a hurry. Yeah, I know, Davis. I know. My bad, Logan. And here we go again. Green back in the air. The 14 machine of Stevens out front going at it once again. 4 wide behind him. A couple of cars getting into it. Man, oh man, it's going to be a demolition derby back here deep in the pack. Right around that transfer position. And man, Blake hanging on to it right now, being scored in 4th. And they'll all get it worked out. Alex right now in 6th. Alex trying to hang on. Meanwhile, we got a battle for a race lead up here. Justin Holt trying to hang on. He's going to have Stevens down below him. 5 laps to go here. 5 to go this time by at the stripe. Right now, Holt will hang on. Now Blake back here in 5th. He's in the mix of this battle with Alex and all these guys trying to fight for a transfer position. Anthony trying to close the gap down as well. He's pretty far back there. He got kind of called out in that contact. Again, taking 6th from this heat. Justin Holt out front. The 117 going around right in front of him. Great job working around that. Holt well on his way to a heat win here in heat number 3. Andy back here in 2nd trying to fight through. 2 laps to go this time by. And they'll hang on right now. 2 to go. Oh, car in the outside wall hard. Joshua Thomas beating the outside wall down there for a minute. But he'll keep it going. White flag in the air. This time by Holt's going to hang on. Down through 1 and 2 side by side here for 4. Alex right there as well. Coming to the checkered flag this time. Out in front. Holt's going to get the win. And Mr. Edward coming home 2nd there in that 21 machine. And now that should be it. We may have one more heat here before we go into our last chance races. Indeed we do. So let's take a look at the starting lineup in this one. Inside row number 1, that's Mr. Daniel Worthington, Patrick Lemire, right there as well. In third, if we can get it to pull up for us, that's going to be Travis Montgomery. Dangle there in fourth. AJ Cruz fifth. Warren sixth. Seventh, Nick Lindsay. Jacob there eighth. And Greg Witten there ninth. So there we go. 9 more to take to the track here in heat number 4. Dangle will lead them off. And yeah, I know you don't like it because they didn't qualify. I realize this overlay. And we will get ready to turn them loose once again here in heat number 4. The 4th heat of the evening. After this, we'll go into our last chance qualifiers here at Limaland Speedway. And the green is in the air once again. 8 laps to go here. And out front, here we go again. Dangle out front, 3 wide behind them, almost 4 wide again here. Quite a battle right behind them. A couple of cars getting together there, 3, 4 wide, trying to work their way through here. What a battle around your transfer position. Look at this. Holy cow. On the bottom, we got a couple cars running the inside of the racetrack. They'll slide up, contact in front of the pack. Everybody up against the outside wall right now. That's going to be Dangle there in 6th. Doing a great job hanging on to that position. Gage right there in 7th. Trying to hang on, trying to pick up that 1 extra position. And 4 right laps to go this time by. Cars are using every lane available on this racetrack. And it looks like Gage is going to slide through to 6th. Can he hang on here? 3 laps to go. He's going to get that number 5 machine up into that transfer position. That red, white, and blue machine right around the top of the racetrack. 3 laps to go. This is your battle for your transfer position. Cars sideways in front of them in trouble. One of them's going to get turned completely sideways. 1 car up the racetrack, and now we got a multiple car pile up. And Gage just got caught up in it. That's going to take him, well, he's still considered 6th. Cars all over the racetrack. If he can get the car pointed back in the right direction, he's got heavy damage, white flag in the air. Gage is in that last final transfer position. His car is destroyed. They're going to go around the car up on its side. And indeed, Gage is going to somewhat hang on to get the transfer. Wow. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to Dangle on the win as we were taking a look at the transfer spot going into our D main now. Oh, taking only 1 car out of this. Andy, it was telling me that there's 6 transfers. Was the information I was getting. So, unless they've changed it. It was telling me 6. Okay, well, that could be interesting. I know there's only 1 out of this one. I'm going to have to talk to the league owners after this because it was telling me 6 for whatever reason. We'll get ready to get going once again. And now I know this is only going to take 1. We've had some good battles out there. Might not have been transfer positions after all, but holy cow. Well, we will get ready to go back green here. D main time, one car. That's it. One car transfers out of this one. It's not going to do you any good to finish anywhere but to win here tonight. Here we go. Right now, Austin out front. I could give you the starting lineup here on this one. Well, we're out of time. We're just going green here. Austin out front in the 43, bringing them down 10 laps to try to transfer into your main event car sideways behind them. Around goes the 14 right off the bat. That is the 014 getting turned around, and that's pretty much going to end his night. Mr. Brian back there, way out of position now. Now up front, Austin trying to hang on to the lead, but he's going to have Daniel or Alex down below him. Alex trying to pick this spot up. 9 laps to go in your D main. In that 97 machine, right around the bottom of the racetrack, side by side. 8 laps to go. And can Alex do it? Can he clear him? No, he can. He's going to have to lift. And look how much his track is slicked off in 1 and 2. Man, the entry is really slick. As you can see, right up against the wall, that's Mr. Austin trying to use the high side and the momentum to hang on. Austin doing everything he can. 6 laps to go this time by. It's 6 to go this time by at the stripe. So 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go here. And these guys still right with each other. Alex now getting clear. Nice job. Ooh, he's going to get a bump coming from the back end. Austin had the momentum, gave him a touch. Now can Austin remount a charge here? I think Austin's best bet is to go back to what he was doing on the outside, but he's going to run the middle and get completely sideways, and that's going to hand this one to Alex. Great job by Alex getting through. You seen Austin really tried to run the middle, got in the slick. Car got away from him, and that is going to allow Mr. Alex to basically pull away here late in the D main. Two laps to go this time by. And here we go. White flag will go in the air for your D main. Ooh, he's going to clip the tire barrier. You don't want to do that too many times. White flag in the air here on the bottom of the racetrack. He actually just needs to hang on to the race car one more set of corners. And Alex is going to fight his way through to your main event of the evening. Checkered flag is out. Alex at number 97 will transfer to your A main this evening. Checkered is out. Well, let's get ready to do it again here. It's going to be C main should be. Exactly. So C main time. Matthew Berry on the front row. Taylor James outside. Jacob there third. Blake fourth. Fifth, Rocky Boyd. Thomas there sixth. Seventh, Patrick as well. Now, so Rocky Boyd kind of deep in the field here for the start of this one. See if he can work his way back through as well. Here we go. Getting ready to go back green. The flag racing here. Again, C main time. One transfer here out of the C. Well, everybody getting gathered back up. Lights are out on the pace truck. C main action here on Extreme Sim TV. Matthew Berry on the inside in that 76 machine will bring them down. And then, of course, we go to our B main and then our feature event of the evening. coming up here in just a little bit. 10 laps coming your way. Green flag flies. And we are underway here at Limaland Speedway. 10 laps to go, side by side out front right now. Matthew Berry's actually going to lose that position to Taylor. Taylor James on the outside of the racetrack picking up that spot. Ooh, contact behind him, and that's Matthew Berry going for a ride. In the 76, he's going to lose a ton of positions. And now more contact, and that's pretty much going to do him in. So Matthew Berry back to 6th position. Right now, James out front. Doing a great job fighting through. 8 laps to go here. Eight, 7 to go. This time, right up against the wall. James trying to fight through. Taylor doing everything he can to hold on. He's going to stay up by the wall here for the most part. But he is going to have company of Blake here in just a moment. Blake's closing down little by little. Again, ooh, both cars grabbing the outside fence just a little bit with 5 laps to go. Blake trying to get the momentum here. Out of turn at number 2. Blake right there on that back bumper. Both of them using that extreme high line here tonight. Nice run there from the 56 machine as they head down the back straightaway here. Headed for 3 and 4. Nice and easy up near the wall they go. Now back down towards 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. You see one car diving to the inside of the racetrack as they come screaming by you. Down the back straightaway, James still trying to hang on to the race lead. 2 laps to go. And it looks like Blake is kind of falling off the back bumper of that 56 machine of James. 2 to go. This time by, it'll be the white flag for Mr. James out front. Blake now kind of out of striking distance. He's going to have one more corner after this one, but he's not going to get the momentum. He can look to the bottom side if he wants to try it, but he doesn't even go for it. And out front, Mr. Taylor James picks up the win, transferring to the A main. Congratulations, Taylor. And we got one more. We got the B main coming right up. And then we're going to go A main racing here in just one moment. Man, we've had some crazy racing here already. And one more heat to finish this one out. And here we go. B main action. Joshua Thomas starting on pole. Stevens second. Third will be Mr. Charles Daves. Or Mr. Charles Davis there in that 3 machine. Mr. Gage there as well. Anthony there along with Jason and along with David Klein. Travis Montgomery along with Trevor Scott as well. Okay, so here's the problem with Davis. I got another guy in another league that has the exact same name pronounced. It's spelled the exact same way, but they pronounce it exactly opposite. So there's the problem. So here's what happens. I call one by the correct name one week and call the other one by incorrect. Or, yeah, anyway, we're just going to stay away from that for a while. Anyway, we're going to go back green flag racing. Green is going to be in the air. Joshua Thomas out there. Mr. Steven as well as we head through 1 and 2 here already. And you can see they're all up on each other right now for that race lead. Thomas beating and banging. Able to take away the lead here. Great job by Thomas there, Joshua Thomas. Steven's second and more contact. Well, let's just beat the quarter panels in a little bit more on these cars, shall we? Right now, Joshua Thomas out front and maintaining the race lead as we run right now. Thomas out front doing a great job as they run. And look at Gage really running down Thomas right now. And these guys going at it. And look at the move to the inside of the racetrack by Mr. Gage, really going for the bottom here. And trying to make it work. 6 laps to go this time by. And I tell you what, if Gage can line this up correctly, dive that car to the bottom, he's got a shot at it. We got a car around back there out of turn 2. And to the top of the racetrack, that 5 machine goes. He'll now diamond it off just like I talked about. He's going to go to the bottom. Can he clear? No, he can't. He's going to have to set that right run up a little more to make that work. 3 laps to go this time by. He gets to the back bumper. He really has got to set Thomas up here. He's right with him. And Gage doing a nice job, but now he's going to fall kind of back here with 2 laps to go. You're going to have to be closer than that to set that move up. Out of turn number 4, white flag will go in the air one more time. And it looks like Joshua Thomas is on his way here. He gets in the fence. That's going to hurt his momentum. Here comes Gage, but nothing doing. He wasn't close enough to make the move. White flag, now checkered flag displayed. Congratulations, Joshua Thomas, your final transfer into your A main tonight. Well, 4 minutes of warm up, folks, and we'll get to going here in just one moment with your A main. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Getting ready to go green in the feature event of the evening. Out front, that's going to be Mr. Rush alongside Mr. Klein on the front row. Starting row number 2. We're going to take a look there. Holt along with Daniel. Frank along with Davis. And Edward and Warren. And then we've got Casey and Fred along with Andy and Mr. AJ Cruz. And 13th, Alex and Taylor. 4th and 15th, Joshua and Nick. And 17th and 18th, Blake and Gage. And that will round out your field of 18 cars here tonight in your main event of the evening. 40 laps here to wind it down here at Limaland Speedway. And green in the air. Rush and Klein on the front row. Here we go, folks. 40 laps. That's all it's going to be here at Limaland Speedway. A couple of cars getting stacked up deeper in the field here now. 3 wide. Through turns 3 and 4. Contact here already. They'll get it straightened back out. Man, this is going to be interesting how this works out. Contact deep in the field. RJ right now, along with Rush, they're going to start to pull away from the field a little bit here. Everybody fighting their way together here, nice and smooth. Look at RJ and Rush going at it on the front row here. Front 2 cars going at it, nose to tail right now, right around the bottom. RJ actually giving Rush a little bit of a back bumper tag here early on. Now back single file for most of the way through the pack. A couple cars deeper in the field going side by side. Deeper in the field back here, that's going to be Taylor in the mix back here, as well as Alex. And a couple more going at it here as well. Warren right there also. Always going at it deep, hard in the field. And these guys fighting hard, man. This is some hard racing. Back deeper in the pack. You see Joshua Thomas back here in 17th, trying to pick up a spot. These guys going at one car around there on the apron. We'll see if that'll bring out a yellow. Rush and Klein still 1 and 2. No yellow as of yet. Almost 9 laps completed already in this one. Davis there picking up a couple of spots. Stevens there as well. Davis right now picking up a little bit here on the bottom of the racetrack, and that number 12 machine trying to make it work. Or excuse me, Davis up here in the 77, not the 12. Got him kind of backwards. Yeah, anyway, Davis nevertheless able to take over 7th. And good job by Davis. They're doing a good job working his way through the pack. He's right behind Edward. You see Edward up here. Meanwhile, RJ and Cammy still going at it. See RJ actually gets turned around, and that's going to be a problem. And the yellow flag flies For the first time tonight, as RJ Klein got turned around in front of the pack. And we'll go ahead and take a look at what happened here. He's right there on the back bumper. That car got upset and around it came. A little bit of contact to help it out. And that brings the yellow out for the first time tonight. 14 laps into your feature event. Fourth flagman over there waving the yellow for all it's worth here. So everybody trying to get caught up to the pace car. 15 complete. We're already creeping up on halfway here. And we'll get ready to turn them back loose. Side by side. Cammy Rush out front. And here we go. Green the flag back in the air. 16 of 40 complete here tonight. So 16 of 40, 17 on the board, side by side up front. Rush and Holtz, and yellow is out. Deeper in the pack. Edwards' car looking like a modified out there. Oh man, some contact. Davis into the outside wall. And they're just going to stack up from there. Edwards kind of pinching Davis into the outside wall. And that brings out the yellow once again. The yellow is out. Well, we're going to wind up one more time here and get them going once again as we're halfway through this one. Again, 40 lap feature here tonight. Rush out front still. Racing pace truck dives down on pit road, and we're back green flag racing. Rush up there on the top side now, side by side for the race lead. Look at Klein down there on the bottom. Yellow back out once again. So yellow out once again. The 18 involved in this one. Well, that's the 18 machine getting caught up in this one. And we'll see what happened here. He just went in the corner there, got in the back of the 13, got that car sideways. Yellow flag back out. Cammy Rush out front 1 second. Seventeen laps to go. $16 to go this time by. Warren and Rush side by side on the front row. Green flag goes out. Rush will take back over the race lead. He'll go to the outside of the racetrack immediately here. And a couple of spots back, a couple of cars stacking up behind them. One car on the outside wall, but they'll keep it going. And look at Klein right there in the 14 trying to fight his way back through. Holt and Warren right there as well. Yellow flag back on the speedway. And we'll go back and see what happened. That indeed was Edward getting caught up in this one again. A couple cars right in front of him getting checked up. Around goes Edward. And that brings out the yellow one more time. So yellow is back out, 14 laps to go. I tell you what, Rush has done a great job maintaining the race lead throughout all these restarts and such, as we're coming down to 12 laps to go here. So double file one more time. 13 to go. It'll be 12 to go at the stripes. So we should get to restart with 11 laps to go. Rush has led pretty much every lap of the evening. Can Warren, what about Mr. Holt, Klein? What about Frank back there as well? Can they come up with something? Here we go. 11 to go at the stripe. Green flag back in the air. 11 to go, Rush out front. He'll clear to the top side once again. Look at RJ trying to make something happen on the bottom. 4 wide out of turn number 2. Wow. And they're going to go at it again. Almost 4 wide once again. Hang on to it, guys. And they do a great job of doing it. And Mr. RJ on the bottom there, finding his way to second. Now he's around the 77 right underneath of him, Warren. Warren trying to make it work. Meanwhile, Rush able to pull away from the field. 9 laps to go this time by. Rush out front. RJ right there in second, battling with Warren. The 31 there as well. Here comes the 4 contact with RJ, and they're going to stack up behind them. And yellow flag is out. 8 laps to go. Rush out front. Warren was up there battling with him, but the yellow flag flies. And that is going to catch Rush with the lead again. Seven to go this time by. So we should get the green with about 5 laps to go here for all these guys. So, once again, we'll get them lined up. There'll be 5 to go when we take the green flag. Rush out front. It'll be Warren second, Holt third, and Klein fourth. And here we go. Side by side. Green flag is in the air. Rush gets a good jump. 5 to go. Now, he's going to have to fend off the bottom. Here comes Klein around the bottom of the racetrack. Along with the 31, and he cleared him. Man, the 31 just rushed his way up. Holt somehow got clear. They made contact. Holt was able to make it work. Side by side for fourth. Klein fighting his way through. But look at Rush back up the racetrack with a slide job. They're going to stack them up, and RJ's going to get the worst of it. But look at the car around the bottom of the racetrack. That's Warren to the race lead. Warren now, thumper, nose, and tail. 4 wide for third. Look at Davis back there in the 70s, or the 11, excuse me. It looks like 77. And easy does it. Everybody fighting their way through. Right now, Warren with the race lead. Holt back to the bottom. Holt will pick it up here. 2 laps to go. It'll be white flag next time by. Holt now going to fall back to second. Warren to the race lead. 1 lap to go at the stripe. Now Holt to the bottom of the racetrack again. He's going to pull a slide job. He'll make it work. He'll get the race lead. Here comes Warren. They head for turn 3 and 4. Warren slides to the bottom. He's not going to, he does clear. And Warren's going to make it work. Holy moly. Wow. Great job, Warren. Wow, what a race. Oh man, what a race. Oh. 4 lead changes from literally that last restart on. Great driving, guys. Wow. Man. But somehow Warren picks it up. Holt second. Frank comes in third. Klein fourth. Davis in a fifth. And that is the 76. I don't know why. I think that car looks like the 11. Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get Warren up here in the booth with us momentarily. What a race, folks. My broadcasting throat is killed. Great job, everybody involved. Holy moly. Well, checkered flag flies here tonight, folks, on an amazing race. Wow. What can you even say about that but wow? Oh. Well, I tell you what, Limaland put on a show tonight, folks. Man. Well, I don't see anybody in TeamSpeak. Or in the Discord, excuse me. So with that being said, what a night it was. Congratulations to your race leader of Warren. Justin second, Frank third, RJ fourth, Davis coming home a fifth here tonight. And we'll let the rest of your running unofficial race results tick through for you. Man, what a race it was here from Limaland Speedway. Wow. Well, folks, until next time, it's been Matt with Extreme Sim TV. Great night of racing action here tonight. We'll see you next time. Next time you'll see NWRA next Friday evening. Super late models will be right back in action. Until then, everyone stay safe. God bless. Have a great night. And Davis, I promise I will remember. Pinky prayer promise that I won't get you mixed up with the other person I call for anymore. Promise. Okay? Night, Amanda. Night, Logan. Night, everybody in the chat. Joshua Peck. See you later. Andy Stevens. See you later. Everybody have a great night. Have fun. I'm going to bed now. Great night of racing action. See you next time, folks.